thank the Rangachandira team for sponsoring the Punit Rajkumar special cover yesterday and FKCCI for releasing M. Vishweshwaraya's contribution special cover. We thank all the sponsors for making the morning session so beautiful by releasing such beautiful covers. And for the afternoon session yesterday, we had 3 releases. That is 100 Years of Carlton House, 100 Years of Lalit Mahal Palace and Mysuru Sandal. 100 Years of Carlton House was sponsored by the Director General of Police, CID, Carlton House. We thank them wholeheartedly for the special cover. We had 100 Years of Lalit Mahal Palace, sponsored by Sri Manoj Kumar, IFS, Managing Director, Jungle Lodges and Resorts. We thank you, sir, for that release. And Mysore Sandal special cover was sponsored by KSDL, Karnataka Soaps and Detergents Limited. We heartfully thank the proponents for bringing us such beautiful covers for the day 1 inauguration of Karnapex-2024. Such a delightful event it was on the day 1 of Karnapex-2024. It's such a delightful moment to see the children all over the Karnapex hall, curious to know what's going around. To the kind notice of all the audience, we have Karnapex app in the Play Store, wherein you scan the QR code and you'll get the certificate for your presence at Karnapex 2024. And I request all the audience and children to please go and visit the stalls behind you, specially designed for you. In the stalls, we have My Stamp counter exclusively for My Stamp. And we also have our own BG GPO counters where you witness all type of postal stationeries in that stall. There is also an exclusive Karnapex philately ancillaries at booth number 19 where you have very cute ancillaries. Please do not miss to go have a look at booth number 19. I request the children to go and have the live art counter, and also there's a pop-up post office just for you.
Yeah, audio team, I request you to please ಎರಡು handle my ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. Okay, thank you, thank you.
I take this opportunity to thank the influencers on social media who have been popularizing the Karnapex 2024 in the social media, which is just moving around the social media everywhere. I take this opportunity to thank the influencers of social media for popularizing our Karnapex 2024. And you have heard that the theme of Karnapex was designed by Tejaswini Gowda. I thank her for giving us such a beautiful theme. And she will be here with us today, maybe for the live song here.
A very happy and a pleasant morning to everyone present here. We are here for the day 2 of Karnapex 2024. Yesterday we have had lined up events. Dura. This is better. Yesterday, we have had a line of special covers and postcards released. I hope you will all be getting it for sale at counter number 19, and counter number 20 will be there for my stamps. Please, all the kids and the schools here, along with the people who are visiting, are requested to please attend to those counters. And also, we have interesting people coming down today. Miss Ruby Naz will be here. Most of you would be knowing the name by Instagram if you are a follower. She is a poetess. She writes stories of people after listening to them for 5 minutes. And exclusively today, we will have Ms. Rubinas seated at the activity area, which is to the right side of the dais. I request you to please visit the stall, tell your stories, and make it into a poetry. And there is a pop-up post office to the left of the dais on top of it. So please do visit, get your cancellations done. It's a special mention to all the school kids who have come here. You are requested to please go to the pop-up post office, get the cancellations, and post your postcards in the post box.
Today, the day 2 of Karnapex 2024, we are commemorating science, technology, and environment. We have Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan as our chief guest for the event, and Shri N. Sudhir Kumar, Director, CBPO, ISRO, and Dr. Bitasta Das, Senior Editorial Assistant, IISc, as our guests of honor. In the afternoon session, we also have release of special cover, and the chief guest for the afternoon event will be Subhash K. Malkade, IFS, Principal Chief Conservator of Forest Wildlife. And as guests of honor, we will be having with us today Dr. Harini Nagendra, who will be giving a guest lecture for us. And Sri A.V. Surya Sen, IFS, Executive Director, Biological Park. It's such a treat to our eyes to see 600 to 700 frames all decked up for our exhibition, wherein we have all types of special covers, ancillaries, stamps, postcards, whatnot. Please do not miss to go around and see our exhibition, wherein different stalls have been put up. And there's an arena for science and technology, wherein you have everything about the space and the science. We also have a stall of Sri late Dr. Punit Rajkumar, wherein his special cover was released yesterday, which was a great moment for us at Karnapex 2024.
ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಮಸ್ತರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಕಾರ್ನಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಂಚೆ ವೃತ್ತ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ 13ನೇ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ 4 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆರಂಭಗೊಂಡು ಇಂದು ತಾರೀಕು 6ನೇ ಜನವರಿ 2024 2ನೇ ದಿನದ ಪೂರ್ವಾಹ್ನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭವಾಗಲಿದೆ. ಇಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರಿಸರ ದಿನವಾಗಿ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇಂದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ರಂಗನ್, ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಸಲಹೆಗಾರರು, ಇಸ್ರೋ ರಾಮನ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್. ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಎನ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, CBPO ಇಸ್ರೋ, ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿತಸ್ತಾ ದಾಸ್, ಹಿರಿಯ ಸಹಾಯಕ ಸಂಪಾದಕರು, ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ IISc. ಇಂದು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಬನ್ನೇರುಘಟ್ಟ ಜೈವಿಕ ಉದ್ಯಾನವನದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಯಾಗಲಿದೆ. ತದನಂತರ ಇಂದಿನ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಂಗಕಹಳೆ ತಂಡದವರಿಂದ ಬೊಮ್ಮನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಕಿಂದರಿ ಜೋಗಿ ನೃತ್ಯ ರೂಪಕ, ಕಾರ್ನಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024ರ ಥೀಮ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಜನಪ್ರಿಯಗೊಳಿಸಿರುವ ಕುಮಾರಿ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಿ ಗೌಡರವರಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ಸಮ್ಮಿಳನ ಗಾಯನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೂ KV ರಮೇಶ್ ತಂಡದವರಿಂದ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಬೊಂಬೆಯಾಟ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವಿದೆ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆನಂದಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Please go to Ruby Nas, who will be with us for the day long at day 2 of Karnapex 2024.
ಕರ್ನಾಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024ರ ಇಡೀ ದಿನದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನೇರ ಕಲಾಮಳಿಗೆ, ಹೊಮ್ಮಿರುವ ಅಂಚೆ ಕಚೇರಿ, ತೆರೆದ ಕಲಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶ. ಇಂದು ಆರಿಗಮಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರವೂ ಇದೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಕುಮಾರಿ ರೂಬಿ ನಾಜ್ ರವರಿಂದ ನೇರ ಕವನ ವಾಚನವಿದೆ.
As we all know, the Karnapex 2024 13th State Level Philatelic Exhibition is a 4-day event headed by Chief Postmaster General Shri S. Rajendra Kumar Sir.
ಹದಿಮೂರನೇ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನದ 2ನೇ ದಿನದ ಪೂರ್ವಾಹ್ನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭವಾಗಲಿದೆ.
A special mention and thanks to the sponsors for the special cover release yesterday. Suvarna Karnataka Sambrama by President Kannada Sahitya Parishat. Punit Rajkumar special cover by Rangachandira team. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya's contribution from FKCCI. I wholeheartedly thank the proponents for giving us such beautiful covers for the inaugural day. And for the afternoon session as well, we had 3 covers released, which is the 100 Years of Carlton House, sponsored by the Director General of Police, CID. We also had 100 Years of Lalit Mahal Palace by Manoj Kumar, IFS Managing Director, Jungle Lodges and Resorts. And our Mysuru Sandal by KSDL Karnataka Soaps and Detergents Limited. Thank you, the sponsors, the proponents of yesterday's event, and making the day 1 of Karnapex 2024 a grand success. On behalf of department and the officers and on behalf of Chief Postmaster General, I thank the proponents and sponsors of yesterday's event. Today being the second day is commemorating science, technology and environment. We'll be releasing 4 special covers today by our beloved Chief Postmaster General Shri S. Rajendra Kumar Sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಬಲಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಳಿಗೆಗಳಿವೆ. ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಮಳಿಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರತ್ನ ಪುನೀತ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ, ಗಗನಯಾನ, ಚಂದ್ರಯಾನ, ಆದಿತ್ಯ L1 ಮಿಷನ್ ವಿಷಯಗಳುಳ್ಳ ಇಸ್ರೋ ಮಳಿಗೆ ಎರಡನೆಯ ಮಳಿಗೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಬಿಂಬಿಸುವ ನಿಮ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ರವರ ಮಳಿಗೆ ಮೂರನೆಯದಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯವಾಣಿ ಮಾನಸ್ನ ವಿವರಗಳು ಈ ಮಳಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರೆಯಲಿದೆ. ವಿವಿಧ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಲಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು GPO ಮಳಿಗೆ, ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮುವ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಚೆ ಕಚೇರಿ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ.
It's such a pleasure to start the day 2 of Karnapex 2024 with the chief guests and the guests of honor who have immensely contributed to the field of science and technology. It's truly an honor for us to having them with us today at day 2 of Karnapex 2024 organized by Karnataka Postal Circle. I request the school children students to please be seated while we commence the event very shortly. And I also request the teachers who have accompanied the students to please make sure the children go witness the stalls and the frames behind you, wherein there are around 600 to 700 frames of our postal culture and heritage. I request the audience as well to please have a look at the stalls and pop-up post office, live art session, live art counter, and we have live poetry session by Rubinas for the whole day. There's an exclusive Karnapex philately ancillaries at booth number 19. Please do not miss to go and visit booth number 19 where you have the very cute ancillaries where the children can definitely have the joy of. There's also Karnapex app in the Google Play Store wherein you scan the QR code and you get the certificate of being part of Karnapex 2024 in the form of a certificate. There are stalls exclusively for stamps like My Stamp Counter and Bengaluru GPO counters, wherein you witness all postal stationery and stamps.
ಕಾರ್ನಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024 ಪ್ರತಿದಿನವೂ 2 ವಿಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಂಚೆ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಹೊಂದಲಿದೆ ಹಾಗೂ ತದನಂತರ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿರುತ್ತವೆ. ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ IISc ಶತಮಾನೋತ್ಸವದ ಪುತ್ಥಳಿ, ಭಾರತದ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ UPI, ಆದಿತ್ಯ L1 ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ ಸೂರ್ಯಯಾನ ಯೋಜನೆ ಇದೆ. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನೇರುಘಟ್ಟ ಜೈವಿಕ ಉದ್ಯಾನವನದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಯಾಗಲಿದೆ. ತದನಂತರ ಇಂದಿನ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಂಗಕಹಳೆ ತಂಡದವರಿಂದ ಬೊಮ್ಮನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಕಿಂದರೆ ಜೋಗಿ ನೃತ್ಯ ರೂಪಕ, ಕಾರ್ನಾಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024ರ ಥೀಮ್ ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಜನಪ್ರಿಯಗೊಳಿಸಿರುವ ಕುಮಾರಿ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಿ ಗೌಡರವರಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ಸಮ್ಮಿಳನ ಗಾಯನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತವಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೆ.ವಿ. ರಮೇಶ್ ತಂಡದವರಿಂದ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಬೊಂಬೆಯಾಟ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವಿದೆ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆನಂದಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ.
I know it is very exciting to keep the children calm, but I request the teachers and the teachers who have accompanied them to please maintain discipline and decorum of the event.
Good morning, school kids. School kids. Hey, ಯಾವ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂದ ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದಿರೋದು? KV, make some noise. That's so nice of you. I remember my school days. Which school are you from? The orange t-shirts? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Nice to see all of you. Welcome to Karnapex-2024. Welcome to you all. And ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ GJR ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅವರು? Make some noise. Yeah. Hey, nice energy. Breakfast ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. Which school is that? This is KV, this is GJR, and which school is that? I want the kids to say it. Okay, now before we start for the day. Yes. Come on. Nice. So we have three schools here. Before we start with the formal event of the day, any school kids who are willing to come onto the dais and speak a little about Karnapex 2024? Wave to the drone. Yes, that's nice. Hey, Saku. Who's Hey, okay, we'll have an activity now. Elru ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ kids, GJR, KV and Iron International. ಎಲ್ರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ say Karnapex 2024. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Karnapex 2024. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Karnapex. Very nice. Happy morning to all of you kids. Please stay with us and please ensure there is a pop-up post office to your right on the top. Do visit that post office. And there is arena here. One of Puneet Rajkumar, another of ISRO, and another from Nimhans. All right. And you have people there who will do your cartoon portrait. And there will be a small tattoo artist also sitting there. And there is a mural wall. You have to paint it. There will be sketches given. You're excited? Nice. Good. Right? Make yourself active. Visit all the frames.
ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಆಗಮನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭವಾಗಲಿದೆ.
We have with us the guests of honor, Shri N. Sudhir Kumar, Director CBPO, ISRO, and Dr. Bitasta Das, Senior Editorial Assistant, IISc, with us today. We are anticipating the arrival of our chief guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, sir, any moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day 2 of Karnapex 2024, organized by Karnataka Postal Circle from 5th January to 8th January at Kantirava Indoor Stadium, Bengaluru. Such a delight to see the kids enjoying the event, isn't it? What a treat to the eyes. And I must say, this is the motto of the India Post, leading the younger generation towards the ancient history of our culture, letters, postcards, whatnot. As the technology going to the zenith, we have forgotten letters, postcards, isn't it? So children out there, India Post takes you back to letters, postcards, picture postcards. So please go have a visit of all the stalls and frames behind you and start cultivating the habit of writing a letter to your dear friends as well, right from today. Kind notice to all, the event will be up till 7 p.m. till tomorrow. So please come and experience the culture of postal department and dive deep into the history of stamps. The Karnapex-2024, 2024, which is the festival of stamps. On the inaugural day, we had our most sensual mascot, Chitti, was adored by releasing a special cover as mascot carried special cover. And children, do not miss to get photographed with our Chitti. You must have seen him all over the social media. And I thank the influencers who have made it so popular around the social media about our Karnapex 2024. And the theme song of our Karnapex is designed by Tejaswini Gowda, who will be with us today for the whole day, and we will have the live singing of her amidst us today.
ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನದ ವೇಳೆಯನ್ನು ನಾಳೆಯವರೆಗೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 7 ಗಂಟೆಗಳವರೆಗೆ ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸದುಪಯೋಗಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Today being the day 2 of Karnapex 2024, commemorating science, technology and environment, wherein we have release of 4 special covers for the forenoon session, and for the afternoon we have release of a special cover as well with the chief guest Shri Subhash K. Malkade IFS and guests of honor Shri Dr. Harini Nagendra, Director Azim Premji University, and Shri A.V. Surya Sen IFS, Executive Director, Biological Park. So this Karnapex Day 2 is all about science, technology and environment. And tomorrow being the Day 3 is commemorating about the mental health and sports. And the final day is for women empowerment. Do stay with us for all the 4 days and witness the glory of Karnapex 2024 being organized by Karnataka Postal Circle.
ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಕಾಗದ ಕಲೆ ಆರಿಗ್ಯಾಮಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ಕುಮಾರಿ ರೂಬಿ ನಯಾಜ್ ರವರಿಂದ ನೇರ ಕವನ ವಾಚನ. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕಳಕಳಿಯ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿಮಿತ್ತರನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting the session very shortly, soon after the arrival of our chief guest, Shri Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, as the chief guest for the day. The charm of Karnapex 2024 is that it immerses ourselves in the world of century-old stamps, postal history, one-frame exhibits, special covers, first-day covers, whatnot.
ಕರ್ನಾಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024ರ ಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕಾಟ್ ಚಿತ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Children, say hi to Chitti there, just right in front of you. That's Chitty for you, the mascot of Karnapex 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our chief guest for the day, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, the recipient of Civilian Awards, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. Let's have it for Sir. It's such an honor to have Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir with us today.
ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ರಂಗನ್ ರವರ ಆಗಮನವಾಗಿದೆ.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the chief guest of the day, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir, the recipient of 3 civilian awards, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan.
And the school children, we want to hear from you. Let's hear it out for Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir.
ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Such a delightful event to have with us today as chief guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir, the ex-chairman of ISRO, the face of behind many successful missions at ISRO. India should be proud of him, and so the Karnapex 2024 is so proud to have Dr. Kasturi Rangan sir as our chief guest for the day 2 of Karnapex 2024. Day 2 commemorating science, technology and environment. So apt that we have with us as chief guest Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir, who has immensely contributed to the field of science and technology. What a pleasure, what a pleasure. And the guests of honor, we also have with us Shri N. Sudhir Kumar, Director CBPO ISRO, who has also contributed immensely towards science and technology. And Bitasta Das, Madam, also the Chief Editorial Assistant IISc. May I request Postmaster General Shri Lakshmikant Das to please bring on the guests of honor to the dais.
ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಲ್ ಕೆ ದಾಶ್ ರವರು ಇಂದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಕರೆತರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Please put your hands together for the chief guest and the guests of honor today.
ಶುಭ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ. ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಸಮಸ್ತರಿಗೂ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ನಾನು MS ಸುಷ್ಮಾ. ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಕಾರ್ನಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024 ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಂಚೆ ವೃತ್ತ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ 13ನೇ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನದ 4 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆರಂಭಗೊಂಡು ಇಂದು ತಾರೀಖು 6ನೇ ಜನವರಿ 2024 2ನೇ ದಿನದ ಪೂರ್ವಾಹ್ನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆರಂಭಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರಿಸರ ದಿನವಾಗಿ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನನ್ನೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಸ್ವಾತಿ.
The king of hobbies, or the hobby of kings, as one might say, stamp collecting is indeed an art by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, a very happy and pleasant morning to all present here. It's a moment of great privilege and honor to welcome you all to the day 2 of 4-day glorious event Karnapex-2024, the festival of stamps, specially conceptualized and crafted as a visual and interactive treat for the children, youth and the aged. I extend a hearty welcome to our eminent guests for today, who have immensely contributed to the field of science, technology. It's truly an honor to have such acclaimed guests with us here. Also, a warm welcome to our postal fraternity, senior philatelists, jury members, press and media, and not to forget our Nanne Munne Bache.
ಇಂದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ರಂಗನ್, ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಸಲಹೆಗಾರರು, ಇಸ್ರೋ ರಾಮನ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್. ಹಾಗೂ ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಎನ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, CBPO ಇಸ್ರೋ, ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿದಸ್ತಾ ದಾಸ್, ಹಿರಿಯ ಸಹಾಯಕ ಸಂಪಾದಕರು, ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ IISc. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಆರಂಭಿಸಲು ಇಲಾಖಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಹಾಗೂ ತಂಡದವರನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಕರುನಾಡ ದೀಪ, ಸಿರಿನುಡಿಯ ದೀಪ, ಒಲವೆತ್ತಿ ತೋರುವ ದೀಪ. ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ. ಬಹುದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಮೈಮರೆವೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರುವ ಕೊಳೆಯ ಕೊಚ್ಚೇವು, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಂಪು ಸೂಸಲು ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಣ ಚಾಚೇವು. ನಡುನಾಡೆ ಇರಲಿ ಗಡಿನಾಡೆ ಇರಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಳೆಯ ಕೆಚ್ಚೇವು. ಮರೆತೇವು ಮರವ ತೆರೆದೇವು ಮನವ, ಎರೆದೇವು ಒಲವ ಹಿಡಿ ನೆನಪ. ನನಗರವನೆಲ್ಲ ಹುರಿಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಹೊಸದು ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ. ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯ ಕಣ್ಣು ಹರಿವನಕ ಸಾಲು ದೀಪಗಳ ಬೆಳಕ ಬೀರೇವು. ಹಚ್ಚಿರುವ ದೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯ ರೂಪ ಅಚ್ಚಳಿಯದಂತೆ ತೋರೇವು. ಒಡಲೊಡಲ ಕಿಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಿಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗಡಿನಾಡಿನಾಚೆ ತೂರೇವು. ಹೊಮ್ಮಿರಲು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿನದು ಭೀತಿ, ನಾಡೊಲವೆ ನೀತಿ ಹಿಡಿ ನೆನಪ. ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮನ ಮನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ. ನಮ್ಮವರು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಹೆಸರುಳಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡೇವು. ನಮ್ಮೆದೆಯ ಮಿಡಿಯುವಿ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೇವು. ನಮ್ಮುಸಿರು ತೀಡುವಿ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯ ಗೀತ ಹಾಡೇವು. ತೊರೆದೇವು ಮರುಳ ಕಡೆದೇವು ಇರುಳ, ಪಡೆದೇವು ತಿರುಳ ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ, ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ.
ಆಹಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ನುಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಸಾಂಗ್. Now I request our Postmaster General, Bengaluru Headquarters Region, Shri Lakshmikant Dash, to please deliver the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone present here. Today we are on the second day of Karnapex, the Festival of Stamps, the 13th state level Karnataka Philatelic Exhibition. We have come to the day of science and technology, and I have been asked to welcome the gathering, which is, in my opinion, is a very difficult task today. But I will start this by formally thanking Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan for having agreed to come and grace this occasion today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, who needs no introduction, but for the benefit of the august audience who is present here, I would like to attempt a small welcome address in the honor of our chief guest of today's function. Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, who is an Indian space scientist, headed the ISRO from 1994 to 2003. He has been the director of ISRO Satellite Center. Not only in the space of Indian space industry, his understanding and intelligence has gone to other areas of wisdom also. He has been Chancellor of NEET, he has been Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University, he has been Chancellor of Rajasthan University, and presently he is contributing to the Raman Research Institute. And his contribution to the Indian space industry is least said, the better. Sir has overseen development of the INSAT-2 satellite system, the Indian National Satellite System, Indian Remote Sensing Satellites 1A, B, C, and D. He has also been the project director of India's first two experimental Earth observation satellites of Bhaskara 1 and Bhaskara 2. He has been associated with the successful launch and operationalization of India's PSLV and GSLV VMK3 program. His interest in astrophysics includes high energy X-ray and gamma ray observatory as well as optical astronomy. He has received honorary doctorate from as many as 27 universities across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to welcome Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. We have Sri N. Sudhir Kumar, Director, CBPO ISRO amongst us. Sir has been associated with ISRO since 2000, and he has had key roles as being a core team member for realizing Asia's largest solid rocket propellant plant at Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota, state-of-the-art mission control centers, assembly and integration facilities for the GSLV MKI-3 project, radars, critical equipment, and launch complex. He has been in charge of India's second vehicle assembly building project, largest rocket integration facility of ISRO. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sri N. Sudhir Kumar, Director, ISRO Headquarters. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Vitasta Das, who is Senior Editorial Assistant, Office of Communications at Indian Institute of Science. Madam is a Senior Editorial Assistant and she teaches Humanities at the Institute of Science and Indian Folk Art. She is an author, TEDx speaker and educator. She is also a member of the Chhattisgarh State Planning Commission. Madam, we are indeed happy to welcome you to today's function. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Sri Chandrakant Kamath, Senior Superintendent of Post, Bangalore West Division. Welcome to you. I extend a warm welcome to the Chief PMG and Chairman of the Organizing Committee of Karnapex, Sri S. Rajendra Kumar, Colonel Sushil Kumar, PMG North Karnataka region, officers of the circle, and all philatelists, enthusiasts, distinguished invitees, members of the press and media, most importantly, the school children, and all who have been associated with this successful conduct of this second day of function. I extend a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A special cover which forms an integral part of philately is a mode of commemorating, celebrating, and promoting national heritage and events. It plays an great role as an ambassador and brand image of Postal Department.
ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ LK ದಾಶ್ PMG ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಲಯ ಇವರು ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಂಚೆ ಲಕೋಟೆಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯವರಿಗೆ ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರುತ್ತಿವೆ. ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ.
The next segment is the release of the special cover on 4 different subjects. I request our Postmaster General, Shri Lakshmikant Dash sir, to please release and hand over the first cover IISC Centenary Statue to the chief guest. And along with this, may I request Dr. Aparna Kanti, Deputy Registrar IISC, to please join the dignitaries for the release of IISC Centenary Statue. The special cover is sponsored by the Director IISC. I wholeheartedly thank the Director IISC for releasing the Centenary Statue for us today.
ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕರ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ. ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕರಾದ ಜಮ್ಶೇಡ್ಜಿ ನುಜುರ್ವಾನ್ಜಿ ಟಾಟಾ ರವರ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ಪ್ರತಿಮೆಯನ್ನು 1922 ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 10ರಂದು ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಮಹಾರಾಜ ನಾಲ್ವಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯರ್ ರವರು ಅನಾವರಣಗೊಳಿಸಿದರು. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿ ಗಿಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ರವರ ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲೆಯ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಶತಮಾನೋತ್ಸವದ ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿ ಈ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಂಚೆ ಲಕೋಟೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ನಪೆಕ್ಸ್ 2024ರ ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿಗಳ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ.
And the second release for the day, we have Digital Currency of Bharat. I request our Postmaster General to please release the second special cover and hand over to the dignitaries on the dais.
ಭಾರತದ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ. ಭಾರತೀಯ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 2022ರ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 1ರಂದು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಪೈಲಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿತು. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಈ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೌಲ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅದೇ ಮೌಲ್ಯದ ನೋಟಿನ ಬೆಲೆಗೆ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ರೂಪದ ಕಾನೂನು ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಎಂದು ವರ್ಗೀಕರಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಕಾಗದದ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಾಣ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ವಿತರಿಸುವ ಅದೇ ಸಂಗಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ.
Moving on to the third release of the day, we have Digital Revolution in Financial Sector UPI. I request our Postmaster General to please release the cover and hand it over to the dignitaries on the dais.
ಹಣಕಾಸು ವಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ UPI ಮುಖರಹಿತ, ಕಾಗದರಹಿತ, ನಗದುರಹಿತ ಯೂನಿಫೈಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ UPI ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಪಡಿಸಿದ ತ್ವರಿತ ಪಾವತಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಾಗಿದೆ.
And the final release for today is Aditya L1 first solar machine of Bharat. I request Postmaster General to please release and hand over the special cover to the dignitaries on the dais.
ಆದಿತ್ಯ L1 ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ ಸೌರ ಮಿಷನ್ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಬಾಹ್ಯಾಕಾಶ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಯೋಜನೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ಸೂರ್ಯನನ್ನು ಅನ್ವೇಷಿಸುವ ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದಿನ 5 ವರ್ಷಗಳವರೆಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಮೇಲ್ಮೈನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಾನವ ಜೀವನದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗುವ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors.
ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಸಭೆಯನ್ನುದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರಿದೆ.
I request N. Sudhir Kumar sir, Director CBPO ISRO, to please address the gathering for us.
Most respected Rangan sir, considered as Pitamaha of Indian space, not only Pitamaha of Indian space, I should say he is a Pitamaha of NUP, which is the most transformative process since the independence, because teachers are there, I think most of the thing. It is the true Indian culture, you call it as from the ancestral, from the ancient times, how actually the education system is required to be imparted. It is NEP is a model of such kind of culture bundled with new ultra-modern techniques of education. Such kind of person is in front of us. That itself is a great honor that gives the entire valuation to the entire, let us say, exhibition. Other respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, I don't know, today the episode has started with Aditya. And Aditya is going to be inserted in the Lagrangian points, the helio orbit in the, around the Lagrangian points today exactly at 4 o'clock. It is, I do not know, it is incidental or it is planned, I do not know. Such an occasion you have chosen to release the stamp of Aditya. We are, entire ISRO space community is indebted to the postal community. Thanks a lot. And second thing is, in the science and technology area, you are chosen none other than Rangan sir, who is the topmost scientist in India, especially in the science. Right from the cosmic days when Vikram Sarabhai started his research, since then he was the person, he was the part of the Vikram Sarabhai team in the science community, the original, let's say, start of the science community. Such an occasion you are chosen, it is itself is an honor for entire of us. It has given so much respect to the community, entire community. Coming to the science, let us say, the ISRO, I have to talk about ISRO because I am from ISRO. I take permission from Rangan sir. ISRO started probably, I think, 70s. Before that pre-ISRO period, we call it as before the ISRO name is conceived. They are the people who started in PRL, started in a very embodiment, very humble way, and took the India from a bullock cart apple stage, Arabata from a Pinia industrial estates, to the Gaganyaan, to the, let us say, Aditya, to the Chandrayaan 3. Such a marvelous success in this year, the India is acknowledging. And in this particular year, I should say that recently chairman announced the year of Gaganyaan. This year is going to be the year of Gaganyaan. And students yet have to know what activities are going on within the ISRO, what the mandate government has given for the ISRO in the coming days, decades to come. After Chandrayaan 3's success, I think I should say that the entire world, entire country has put a lot of responsibility on ISRO to take the science missions forward. One way, one side, the government has enabled the private industry, private ecosystem to flourish along with the ISRO. But at the same time, on the other hand, government has given lot of expectation, lot of, let us say, load onto the ISRO to take the moon missions, Gaganyaan mission forward. And Antariksha station already announced by the government of India, and we, as Chairman ISRO, also announced that by 2028 we start building the Antariksha station. For building such kind of huge massive structures in the space, we have to build our capability. That's what ISRO is embarking on, expanding the launch vehicle space transportation system by designing and developing new launch vehicles which can lift 10-ton payloads to the low Earth orbits. So ISRO is on the way. And moon on the mission, that is very, very important, let's say, program. Subsequent to Chandrayaan 3, moon on mission programs are being taken up in the ground, in the drawing boards. We have to have continued Chandrayaan missions in the future to come. And third one is Gaganyaan, very important mission which requires our capability, requires to demonstrate our capability, our capacity to the world. And soon most of the tests are completed, most of the structural qualification have been completed. Human rating of GSLV Mark 3 has been completed, and we are in the phase of testing different modules in terms of different launch vehicles, that test vehicles that are in the phase. IADT, integrated airdrop test, is also planned. Subsequently, we will go for robotic mission and further unmanned mission, and which is followed by the manned mission soon. Maybe couple of 1 or 2 years, the dream of the entire nation is becoming true. The other important thing is Antariksha station. So we have been dreaming we should have an Antariksha station not only for science community purpose. Now lots of, let us say, whether it is agriculture or whether it is biotechnology people, they were expecting lots of experiments to happen in the microgravity environment. That is possible only when we have our own Antariksha station. So government has given green signal for Antariksha station, and ISRO is started working on the design of Antariksha station. These are all the developments, I should say. I don't want to take much time in front of elders. Be with us, give us a good impetus. And last, to conclude, the Indian postal system, while people think that it is going to the back seats, because conventional system, SMS, WhatsApp, these things have come into picture. But I should say that having developed so much infrastructure like BSNL, having routes to each and every village, I think just I throw a suggestion, may not be, it's a darius suggestion, I should say, that how this infrastructure can be made use of combining the space technology, be it navigation, be it IoT, and be it, because infrastructure is huge for the postal system, and crazy is still there. You see, when the stamps are put, how many students, how many visitors are coming. So still, maybe some gap is there. Probably, I think that we offer services of space for how it can be embedded into the Indian postal system to make it again, we get back the glory of postal system. And it's our responsibility also to invent and to incorporate new technologies into the postal system. This last my session. With this one, I take leave. Thank you, and I profusely thank the organizers to give us the opportunity, to give me the opportunity to share a few thoughts in front of you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for letting us know the future machines lined up for the year. And we consider lucky for having the release of Aditya coinciding with the events at ISRO. Such a wonderful event it was today. Now may I request the children out there to please come forward and please be seated as audience. I repeat, may I request all the children out there to please come forward and please be seated. Moving forward, now may I request Dr. Bitasta Das, Senior Editorial Assistant, IISc, to please come and address the gathering.
Namaskara and good morning. Thank you to the Department of Post for organizing Karnapex and giving a platform to the Indian Institute of Science to release this special cover dedicated to our founder, Sri Jamshedji Nusharwanji Tata. IISc, as you know, is a more than 100-year-old institute, India's premier science research institute that imparts education in science and technology across 40 different disciplines, 40 different departments. And it was established in 1909 when India was still under British colonialism. And this was possible only because of the dynamic personality of its founder, Sri Jamshedji Tata. And Sri Jamshedji Tata was himself a very dynamic industrialist. The Mysore royal family's contribution is also immense in the establishment of the institute, who generously donated the 400 acres of land to build the institute. Today, we are releasing this special cover to commemorate the memorial of Sri J.N. Tata, which completed 100 years of its existence recently. The memorial was created by British sculptor Gilbert Bayes and was shipped all the way from England to Bangalore. It was unveiled on 10th March 1922 by Maharaja of Mysore, Sri Krishnarada Wadiyar IV. We hope IISc will continue to shine and carry out the rich legacy and the vision of its founder in serving the nation and its people. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. It's such an honor to have such guests with us today. And we are all excited to hear from our chief guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir. Now may I request our chief guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan sir, to please speak a few words.
Mr. Rajendra Kumar, Chief Postmaster General Karnataka Circle, Mr. Das, Postmaster General Bangalore Region, all the other distinguished members of the postal community who are present here on this very august occasion. And of course, I'm also very happy to see one of my erstwhile but continuing to be a very good friend, my colleague, and a valuable one that too, Mr. Sudhir. He has been carrying forward the message of ISRO to different parts of the country and world. And I think that's very important. As good as doing a conducting a space program is the question of trying to have a public outreach. And obviously you have called him today as a part of a very important public outreach function. And it is very apt that ISRO has nominated him to do this job. I'm also very happy to see Sri Bishishta Das, Srimati Bishishta Das. Of course, I had a very long innings with the Indian Institute of Science, and therefore I am very proud of this institution, more than 100 years. In fact, the centenary period of this thing, I was the chairman of the council. So I know quite a lot of things that went into it, very professional organization, one of the best in the country. And you have successive directors who have given it the highest level of leadership in this country. So I'm very happy that you commemorate the question of the statue through a postal recognition. I always consider the postal recognition as a very singular aspect of an achievement in this country. So in fact, what we are trying to see is a kind of a history which is written down over decades, over centuries, which is all there embedded in the question of these postal public obligations. I'm extremely happy to see something like 600 odd frames that you have created here. I can see the enthusiasm of the youngsters. If they are not willing to hear you, rather they would like to look at that, they know what the priority is. That's all I can say. There is no point in trying to call them and ask them to sit here. I think they will choose the priorities, and that should be the way in which the future generation should work. In fact, our education policy tells exactly this. So if all of them, we have been able to bring them here and sit down here very obediently, I think I would be very worried. So that's a very nice thing to happen. Really fantastic in terms of the collections that you have made and the kind of organization you have tried to do this. You know, it does highlight many aspects of the human society. If you really look at it, it is a replica of the history of the various activities, of endeavors, and even civilizations. Culture, art, heritage, science and technology, flora and fauna, wildlife, etc. So many elements of the human endeavor, human society are embedded in this kind of collection of stamps which are there as a part of this philately trove. So it's obviously very fulfilling in terms of the kind of knowledge content that one looks for in trying to understand our society around us and also over globally. It is also very happy, I'm happy to see that special covers have been issued, picture postcards have been designed, special cancellations have been made, and also the themes like the one that you have identified for today, which is very thoughtfully done, contemporary in terms of concerns, and which is very important. And finally, importantly, is the workshop, the panel discussion, seminars. I think this all adds value to a meeting of this kind to make it truly valuable, vibrant, and also at the same time very educative for the younger generation to follow up. So I would like to use this opportunity at this stage to congratulate Mr. Rajendra Kumar, Postmaster General, Mr. Das, who has been with us. He came to my office to specially make sure that he briefs me about what kind of things that he has in mind about this particular function. And of course, we have here also the other members of this, along with, of course, my own colleague and also the valued membership from the Institute of Science. I am extremely happy because the science and technology component of it, of course, like Das said, like Sudhir said, it's very difficult for me to decouple myself from space. And since there is enough science, enough technology, enough societal issues, enough of fundamental science, which can take you to the frontiers of knowledge, I think if I take a little bit of time in trying to talk something about space, I would have done justice to the broader aspects of science, technology, applications, and the societal value that these kind of activities can provide. And I would like to first of all use this opportunity, of course, Sudhir said this, and that is regarding the Chandrayaan-3, its landing, soft landing on the moon, and that too at a location, the South Polar, which is for the first time have been accessed. That's a remarkable feat that ISRO conducted, simply because of the fact it has not been done so far. It's not so much that one could not do it, but then it is certainly a very demanding and challenging engineering feat to take it from the Earth, take out of the Earth's gravity, take it on a translunar flight, then enter the lunar trajectory, and then go nearer and nearer to 100 meters, 100 kilometers kind of a thing, and blindly have a descending approach, finally to touch it down. And touching down means really a very smooth touchdown, something which you would like to have it every time you even fall down. So that is the kind of a thing that happened. So it was a remarkable feat, I should say, one of its kind anywhere in the world, and no wonder the world woke up to see that we are capable of doing this. Because in trying to do this, we are putting a benchmark for ourselves. What is that benchmark? That we can go to the farthest reaches of the solar system. We can understand the gravitational issues of going to the Earth, that we need propulsion issues. The propulsion system can take it, and the precision with which the propulsion system can act with respect to carrying out a particular function is one of the world's best. When you have to do a soft landing on an object outside our Earth, obviously you need a capability in propulsion which should be of the world class, and especially soft landing. So that is what it shows. So what does it mean again ultimately? India occupies to a high place in the table of the so-called space pioneering nation, 4 or 5. So that is where we are. And this mission put us where we should be. We should be able to not only participate in global missions of this kind, planetary missions in the future, and also earthbound missions for applications and so on, but equally importantly, shape the policy and try to make sure that we give our own contribution and our own inputs to planning the overall aspects of the space program of the 21st century, and that too in the context of taking the Earth's, man's influence beyond the Earth and go to the different planets. And ultimately, of course, the dream is to go beyond the planetary systems and try to make an attempt to the nearest star, the Alpha Centauri, 4 light years away. There are already very good, interesting proposals that are coming in to see how you travel from here to the nearest stellar system. You know, 4 to 4.5 light years, the distance traveled by light in a second. And here, it takes 4.5 years to reach the light. So you can see if you say hello here, that will be heard by a Alpha Centauri citizen 4.5 years later. And when he says hello, it reaches another. So more than 8 years it takes purely to say a hello between two civilizations. That is the kind of a thing that I am talking about. But that is going to be the kind of thing that we will be all humankind in the present generation may not see that kind of a thing, but you youngsters, I am sure, will have a tremendous possibility, a very exciting possibility, something that will provide incredible way the humankind will explore and exploit and expand to regions well beyond what we are familiar with, the solar system. So that's what it means. I'm also extremely happy to see that today Aditya is going to be put in the final slot. You know, this is a very interesting part of the solar system, that when 2 or 3 objects in the solar system, they move around each other, they can create locations where they can cancel out each other's gravity. And when they cancel out each other's gravity, then they get neutral points. And those become stable points in the solar system. So these were originally discovered, rather in fact worked out in the term of a theory by Lagrange, a French mathematician. And today that is one of the key elements of a planetary system exploration. Try to see whether we can locate our objects in those points, because there the relation, the relative motion between the moon, the sun, the earth is such that they can be apparently stationary with respect to them. That has got tremendous advantage. For example, when it comes to Aditya, which has been, today it will be put, I think, at the 1.5 million distance, at the point where they want to be, and that is the point of the neutral point, what I said, the Lagrangian point 1.5 million miles, I think, traveling all the way from Earth. And it has taken us more than 3 months to do that. The fine-tuning that they will do today, I think it's at 4 o'clock, they're doing it today, will make it finally go and reside at a location, which will be the point from which you will start look at it. What is important is the fact that it can look at the sun, but it won't be shadowed by other things. And we can look at the earth and provide the information. And understanding sun today is very critical, not only in the context of the physics of the sun, which is the trying to understand the corona, trying to understand the photosphere, and also the chromosphere. These are all the various layers of the sun. And this gives a tremendous understanding of how a stellar system works, how it gives birth, how it evolves, how it then goes through a very, very stable period, what you call as the main system part of the star, and then finally go down either into 1 or 3 of the possibilities. Either it become a dwarf, a very compact object, or a neutron star, a very compact and very dense object, or a white dwarf, a whole, what you may call as a black hole, from where the gravity becomes a singularity. Nothing can escape, not even the light can escape. So it can go to one of these. Our sun is predicted that it will go into a white dwarf stage. But that is still 4 billion years away. So we are quite safe. The civilization will continue on several generations. But the understanding of this, the type of things we are talking about, the plasma physics, the questions of nuclear physics, the question of energy generation, there is a lot of interest to know this, not only in the context of understanding the fundamental physics of the sun itself, but equally importantly, the fact that its applications in the context of Earth. The other aspect, of course, is the solar activity certainly has implications with respect to Earth. There are the communication, there are large amount of what you call as particulate matter, hydrogen, helium, and so on, which are thrown out of the sun because of its activity. They become what you call as a solar wind, and these wind also envelops Earth. So that is another kind of a thing. And then, of course, we have the implications on the weather in terms of communication, in terms of the weather and other things. So there is what is called as a new subject, the sun-weather relationship, which will try to understand the solar activity and see its implications with Earth. So these are all the importance of Aditya. Is going to delve deep and fundamental to the questions of solar physics and its connection with the Earth systems. That is the other part of it. Of course, ISRO is going beyond looking at the moon, looking at the Mars. As Sudhir said, Mars also we have had an access. A very interesting insertion took place, and a lot of interesting research on the Mars and its surroundings has been made. Now, presently, they are also looking at Venus. Venus, as you know, is one of those very dense objects in terms of having substantial carbon dioxide, a good example of greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is well known to you in the environmental context, but that is one of the best in terms of what greenhouses can be when you have a large amount of carbon dioxide, and there is the question of the surface being very hot, more than 800 degrees centigrade and that kind of a thing. So you really are talking of the object which has got extremes in terms of temperature, density, greenhouse effects and things of that kind. So there is a lot of understanding, because scaling of what we are doing now and our own changes that are likely to happen because of the increased carbon dioxide, those kind of scaling we can really do more realistically if we try to understand the kind of phenomena that is going on in the Venus. So there is a full justification why we could consider Venus as one of the objects that we could go. We certainly will go to asteroids because they are very interesting objects of landing, very difficult to land, but interesting to land and understand where did they fit into the overall origin of the solar system. And most importantly, and I want to tell you this, the question that is often asked to all of us, is there life beyond the Earth? Are we alone in this universe? So that's a very wonderful idea, wonderful question to ask. There is currently there is no evidence for the Earth, for life anywhere in the world other than currently on the Earth. But over the last decade or even more than 5,000, 6,000 planetary systems have been discovered. That means the existence of planetary systems around other suns is no longer a matter of speculation. It is a matter of reality. Large number are there. In that, if you try to look for the characteristics of the planets that can harbor life, it has to be the right temperature, it should be able to sustain water, it should be able to trigger chemical evolution. Chemical evolution, if it sustains, becomes biological evolution. And from biological evolution, it becomes a question of intelligence being created. And once you have an intelligence, you should be able to be in the communicative phase between Earth and that intelligence. So these are all the various steps that can happen to a planetary system. So there is a lot of research that is going on. What I want to tell you is that India also, at the Physical Research Laboratory of Indian Space Research Organization, have done observations on the ground and detected moons, detected planetary systems around other stars. So India is not being left behind in this kind of a quest for planetary systems outside. Most interestingly, ISRO is currently planning a mission where they would like to build a fairly sizable telescope to look at the various composition of planetary systems around the other suns, which are already database is there. So you look at it more carefully. Does it have ammonia? Does it have oxygen? Does it have other kinds of things which will be life-sustaining? So this study of fine spectroscopy of the planetary system is something that ISRO is going to embark on in the coming years. I'm sure that in the years to come, there is going to be tremendous excitement that there could be life outside, that many of these life could also evolve itself into intelligence. At this particular point, certainly, it's nice to guess about it, ponder about it, and also get excited about it. But a new generation, which I see here, with so much of enthusiasm on everything that is inquisitive for them to see, will certainly find this one of the most rewarding thinking and human endeavor in which all of you can participate. I can keep on talking like this to you on various aspects of excitement. These are all part and parcel of science and technology. We have done fantastically in science and technology, not that we have done it only in space. We have done atomic energy in the case of creating clean energy, the green energy. We have also worked on biotechnology. COVID vaccines is a classic example of India virtually beating the time to come out with vaccines, which has now become world-renowned. And if you look at other areas in IT and BT and things like that, there is tremendous surge of activity, including the present interest in the artificial intelligence and machine languages and so on and so forth. So the full of science and technology, generations to come, especially the next 2 or 3 generations, is going to be full of excitement in new areas of science and technology. These are not only for the sake of science and technology to grow, but it will have tremendous impact on the society. The transformation of society that could happen through these kind of a thing is certainly something that we should be all prepared for. It is in this context that we wanted to look at the educational policy, whether the youngsters will learn sufficiently so that they are also adept at looking at these transformations and how they can adopt it. So I have to say that these areas like philately, hobby, the culture of collecting stamps, the culture of organizing the stamps, the culture of creating around them the question of history or a particular event or a particular the type of history, these are very good in terms of creativity, originality of mind. If youngsters pursue this kind of a thing, certainly one part of our concern about the growing the youngsters with a kind of right type of attitude, mind-wise and otherwise, certainly would be fulfilled. So I think this is not purely a question of an exciting philately exhibition. It has got an exciting input for education. And many of the aspects of school education, we have said, has to be done not only in the curricular framework, but in the extracurricular framework, within arts, science, humanities, in many areas like sports, music, and so on. So philately ranks one among those kind of a thing. I'm sure that this effort of the postal department will go a long way in trying to inculcate that originality, creativity, and a culture of new way of thinking, and adaptability to changing times. These are all part of this kind of a thing. So I would like to laud all of you for this tremendous effort and thinking that has gone into it. I'm sure it's a great success. In fact, it should be a repetitive effort every year to make sure that this is brought into fore. And also try to see how school education, you can influence a certain aspect of curricular framework for school education, where philately could be encouraged. And post office can be made the center of an educational system too, besides money and other kinds of transfer. So I wish you all the very best. I'm so happy to be here with you, and especially seeing the younger minds. And if they don't look at me and they look at those stamps, they are not to blame. It is we are to blame. We have to change them. We have to change them to make sure that what they want, they are able to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving that insights about space. As we know, space being a vast and enormous subject, you have really made aware of so many things in the study of space. ISRO has definitely made India proud with their machines, Chandrayaan-3 and Aditya L1, the first machine to explore sun and study the sun for next 5 years. It's such an honor to have you, sir, commemorating Science, Technology and Environment of Day 2 here at Karnapex-2024. And the younger generation here will definitely take you as an inspiration and go beyond boundaries in the art, in the study of space, technology and science. Thank you so much, sir. Now it's time to honor our guest for their gracious presence here with us at Day 2 of Karnapex 2024. Now, moving on to the next, we honor our next guest of honor, Shri N. Sudhir Kumar Sir, Director CBPO, ISRO. Sir has graduated in mechanical engineering and post-graduated in industrial engineering. He has served Tata Steel for 6 years, implemented various quality systems and associated with McKinsey and Booz Allen and Hamilton in implementing various projects. We thank you, sir, for being with us today. Now, it's time we honor the next guest of honor, Dr. Bitasta Das, Senior Editorial Assistant, IISc. Madam is Bachelor of Botany and a PhD in Cultural Studies and qualified in NET Folk Literature. She is an author, educator, TEDx speaker, and also a member of Chhattisgarh State Planning Commission. I welcome our Chief Postmaster General to the dais. Such a gesture by our Chief Postmaster General to the Chief Guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan Sir, explaining about the special cover of the release. Thank you, sir.
ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀಯುತರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಪಶ್ಚಿಮ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಅಂಚೆ ಕಚೇರಿಗಳ ಹಿರಿಯ ಅಧೀಕ್ಷಕರು ಶ್ರೀ ಚಂದ್ರಕಾಂತ್ ಕಾಮತ್ರವರು
Distinguished guests on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka Postal Circle is celebrating 13th state level philately exhibition. This is for 4 days and every day is dedicated to one particular theme. Today's theme has been science, technology and environment. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಮೇಲೆ, ನೀನ್ಯಾಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮದ ಬಲ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಈ ಪದ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಸಲ್ಲುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ರಂಗನ್, the renowned scientist of the globe, today with us. It's a great moment for India Post, in my opinion. Sir, we are so happy with you here. We are thankful to you. Karnataka Postal Circle always remembers this day. Your contribution to the space will always be remembered by humankind. And yeah, I request all the participants, please stand up, give standing ovation to sir. It's a great moment for India Post and Karnataka Postal Circle. Your personality has been an inspiration for all of us, sir. Thank you so much, sir. There is a saying, normally when we refer success, we normally say that sky is the limit. In my opinion, we need to change it. When it comes to ISRO, sky is not the limit. Wherever you go, you always hear accomplishment of ISRO. Now it is Aditya. The day will change. We will go far, deeper into the sky, and ISRO will make not only go deeper into the sky, deeper into the helping human mankind. I am so thankful to you, sir. Sudhir Kumar, sir. Under your stewardship, ISRO will further reach newer heights. And we are very happy that today you are here and made this philately world so enriching. Thank you so much, sir. There is one more institute which is of global relevance, that is Indian Institute of Science. It has produced umpteen number of scientists. They are working for the science and technology across the globe. Indians always see Indian Institute of Science as a model institute. I am so happy that Madam Dr. Bitasta Das, Senior Editorial Assistant, IASC, is with us today. Madam has sponsored one special cover. It is very relevant. We should always remember that science and technology has been enriched by Jamshedji Tata. We cannot forget Tata because Sir has made India, prior to independence, go deeper into the science and technology. Madam, we are thankful to you and your presence. Thank you so much, ma'am. You see, any organization needs a best leader. Without leader, an organization cannot move forward. We see our leader in our Chief Postmaster General, Dr. S. Rajendra Kumar. S. Rajendra Kumar, sooner he becomes a doctor also. Yeah. Sir is an inspiring force for us. Because of him, Karnataka Postal Circle has made many names in different sectors. We are with the government of Karnataka, we are with the different departments of government of India. We are serving all the departments. We are always nearer to the people with our services at the doorstep. He is architect of 3 special covers today. He has recognized the contributions of UPI and digital revolution. Because of him, today we could release 3 special covers. Thank you very much, sir. 4 days event required weeks of efforts. His minute minute guidance helped us to make this event very colorful. Thank you so much, sir. I am thankful to Colonel Sushil Kumar sir, Postmaster General NK Region, Madam Kaya Arora, Director Postal Services, T.S. Ashwath Narayana, Director South Karnataka Region, and Madam Tara, Director NK Region. And my sincere thanks to all the officers and staff of Karnataka Postal Circle. More importantly, the children, students, their participation in this event has been so exciting. We are so happy that you all come here. Thank you so much. I place on record thanks to juries, philatelists, print and media. Thank you one and all.
Thank you. Thank you, one and all. I thank the chief guest for the day for making this event a grand success. This is the day 2 of Karnapex 2024. Special thanks to our chief guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, sir, for your presence here, sir. It was indeed a delight for us. We thank Vitasta ma'am and also Sudhir Kumar sir for being here today. We also thank Aparna ma'am, Deputy Registrar IISC, for being with us today. I request all the dignitaries to please have a look of our Karnapex 2024. It would be a great honor you being present at each stall and have a look at our frames of around 600 to 700 frames just lined up here. Special thanks to schools and the coordinators of the schools. Thank you, students, for being here and making this event a grand success. Wonderful forenoon session of day 2 of Karnapex 2024.
ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ. ಪಾರ್ಲರ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೋ ಪಾರ್ಲರ್, ನೋ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್. ನೋಡು, ಇದೇ ನನ್ ಫೇವರಿಟ್ ಸೋಪ್, ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಏಕೈಕ ಸಾಬೂನು ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಸೋಪ್. ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್? ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮಾ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ. ಪಾರ್ಲರ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೋ ಪಾರ್ಲರ್, ನೋ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್. ನೋಡು, ಇದೇ ನನ್ ಫೇವರಿಟ್ ಸೋಪ್, ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಏಕೈಕ ಸಾಬೂನು ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಸೋಪ್. ಹಾಲೊಂದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಹಾರ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಶ್ಯ. ನಂದಿನಿ ಮೊಸರು ಪನ್ನೀರು, ನಂದಿನಿ ಸಿಹಿ ತಿನ್ನಿಸೋ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ಚೀಸ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನೆಯಲು ನಂದಿನಿ. ಹಾಲು ನಂದಿನಿ, ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಂದಿನಿ ನಂದಿನಿ.
మన హాలిడేస్ కానీ ఊరికి వెళ్ళాను. పక్కింటి జానకమ్మ గారిని చూసి అవాక్కయ్యాను. దగ్గొచ్చినా తుమ్మొచ్చినా ఒంట్లో బాగాలేకపోయినా డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్లకుండా ఫోన్ పట్టుకొని కూర్చుంది. అదేంటి అని అడిగితే నా డాక్టర్ నా ఫోన్లోనే ఉంది అని చెప్పింది. ఇదిగో ఈ సురక్ష క్యూఆర్ని చూపించి తనకి ఎప్పుడు ఒంట్లో బాగాలేకపోయినా డాక్టర్తో టెలి కన్సల్టేషన్ని సురక్ష క్యూఆర్తోనే బుక్ చేసుకుంటుందంట. పైగా డాక్టర్ ఇచ్చినటువంటి ప్రిస్క్రిప్షన్ని యాప్లో అప్లోడ్ చేసింది. ఆ మెడిసిన్స్ పైన 20% డిస్కౌంట్ రావడమే కాదు, మెడిసిన్స్ కూడా ఇంటికి డెలివరీ అయిపోయాయి. ఇంతేనా, ఈ యాప్తో ఇంకేమైనా చేయొచ్చు అని అడిగితే నన్ను కూర్చోబెట్టి మొత్తం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసింది. సురక్ష క్యూఆర్ వాళ్ళకి 970+ డయాగ్నోస్టిక్ సెంటర్స్తో టైఅప్ ఉందంట. ఇంకా అందులో 20% డిస్కౌంట్ కూడా వస్తుందంట. ఊర్లలో ఇంత మంచి హెల్త్ ఫెసిలిటీ ఉన్నందుకు విని నేను చాలా రిలాక్స్ అయ్యాను. మన దేశం డిజిటల్ ఇండియా నుంచి హెల్దీ డిజిటల్ ఇండియాగా మారుతోంది.
Some stories stay with you forever.
Majority of the Indian population lacks access to basic healthcare services, especially in rural areas. India's healthcare system lacks adequate funding to provide quality care. Moreover, a significant portion of the Indian population lacks health insurance. World Health Organization or WHO claims that India has the highest number of road accident fatalities. Presenting India's largest and most prestigious healthcare product, Suraksha QR, the advanced EMS product to address India's most pertinent healthcare problems. Suraksha QR offers a wide range of services like assistance during road accidents, personal accident cover of 1 lakh, ambulance cover of Rs 5,000, unlimited 24/7 doctor consultations, ABHA registration, attractive discounts on lab tests and medicines, and storage of personal health records. Raksha trusted network, pharmacy, and doctor consultation partner cater to millions of people.
ಹಾಲೊಂದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಹಾರ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಶ್ಯ. ನಂದಿನಿ ಮೊಸರು ಪನ್ನೀರು, ನಂದಿನಿ ಸಿಹಿ ತಿನ್ನಿಸೋ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ಚೀಸ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನೆಯಲು ನಂದಿನಿ. ಹಾಲು ನಂದಿನಿ, ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಂದಿನಿ ನಂದಿನಿ. ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್? ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮಾ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಪಾರ್ಲರ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೋ ಪಾರ್ಲರ್, ನೋ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್, ನೋಡು ಇದೇ ನನ್ನ ಫೇವರಿಟ್ ಸೋಪ್, ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಏಕೈಕ ಸಾಬೂನು ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಸೋಪ್.
Incredible adventures.
In case of an accident, get timely medical help with Suraksha QR Emergency Health Card. How? Kumar met with an accident. Suresh, a bystander, scans Suraksha QR and contacts the ambulance partner for timely assistance. An alert is sent to Kumar's emergency contact along with nearest blood bank details. AZ Hospital receives his registered medical information directly or via Kumar. Here's how to register. Where to paste the stickers? Scan to save a life. Because in healthcare, every second counts.
ಹಾಲೊಂದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಹಾರ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಶ್ಯ. ನಂದಿನಿ ಮೊಸರು ಪನ್ನೀರು, ನಂದಿನಿ ಸಿಹಿ ತಿನ್ನಿಸೋ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ಚೀಸ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನೆಯಲು ನಂದಿನಿ. ಹಾಲು ನಂದಿನಿ, ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ನಂದಿನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಂದಿನಿ ನಂದಿನಿ. ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್? ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಪಾರ್ಲರ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೋ ಪಾರ್ಲರ್, ನೋ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್, ನೋಡು ಇದೇ ನನ್ನ ಫೇವರಿಟ್ ಸೋಪ್, ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಏಕೈಕ ಸಾಬೂನು ಮೈಸೂರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಸೋಪ್. ಹಾಲೊಂದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಹಾರ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಶ್ಯ. ನಂದಿನಿ ಮೊಸರು ಪನ್ನೀರು, ನಂದಿನಿ ಸಿಹಿ ತಿನ್ನಿಸೋ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ಚೀಸ್